Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Vlogmas day 11. We are closely approaching the end of 2023 and with that comes planning for 2024. God willing. But this is one of my favorite times of the year where I get to sit down and just plan out what planner I'm going to use for the upcoming year. If you clicked on this video, then I'm sure you love planners just as much as I do, and so you're in for a treat because today I'm going to show you guys the planners that I will be using for 2024. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, so glad to have you with me again. I am a mom of 2 little girls. I'm also a doctor. I work full-time and I do a bit of content creation here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. So I have a lot on my plate and being organized is definitely key, well, at least one of the keys for getting everything done. So without further ado, let's get into the planners that I will be using. I'll go into a little bit of my planning routine, what I look for in a planner, and hopefully these tips will be helpful for you. Okay, so first up is my beloved. I have a 18 monthly happy planner here. I have a black cover for the outside. I have gold metal disc, and I also have a pen loop attached to the front cover of the planner. I have an 18-month planner from Happy Planner, and it basically comes with a monthly spread as well as a couple of to-do lists. However, a monthly planner just does not cut it for me. I have tried Erin Condren, I have tried plum paper, I tried the ring planners as well. I have tried quite a few and I just have not found my groove. I don't even feel like this is exactly what I'm looking for. Maybe one day I might make my own planner, who knows. But for the meantime, this system worked for me. It's 18 months, so I used it for 6 months already, and I'm looking forward to using it for the upcoming year in 2024. So in addition to having the monthly planner, I also bought some individual sheets to go along with my planner. I went on Amazon and I found this weekly planner. I do not particularly like the horizontal layout for the week. I much prefer a vertical layout. So when this collection is done, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a vertical. And then I also added some pages that are daily planners. So my process of planning is a little bit involved. So first I look at a monthly spread and I use my monthly spread and just map out the entire month. So when I'm working, I don't do a typical 9 to 5. I work 12-hour shifts randomly. So I definitely need my monthly calendar to get my work schedule sorted out. I also keep tabs of my husband's schedule because he does not do a typical Monday to Friday 8 to 5 either. And so a monthly layout really helps us know the days where we both coincide working, where both of us are free, etc, etc. I also use the monthly spread for date nights or to keep track of doctor's appointments for myself or for the girls or anything of that sort. So I have a general idea of what the month is going to look like. Now, because of all of the varied activities that I do, I need to have an idea of what my week looks like as well. So I choose at the beginning of the week, usually Sunday evening, to plan out the week. And I do a lot of planning. So I plan out the content that I'm going to film and when I'm going to film, when I'm going to edit. I plan out my house chores, when I'm going to cook, when I'm going to clean, what part of the house I'm going to clean. I also plan out what activities that I'm going to do with the girls because I also homeschool them. So having a weekly spread really allows me to determine the activities that I need to get done through that week and then when I can slot them in. And then I also need something that's going to help me on a daily basis because, as you know, no day is ever the same, and having a bit of structure really helps me know, okay, am I going to do this activity in the morning? Am I going to do it in the afternoon, in the evening, etc, etc. So I need a planner that has a monthly, weekly, and daily spread. Those are very hard to come by, and so I have to do it myself. I think in the Happy Planner world they call that Franken planning, and so I have a monthly planner with weekly inserts as well as daily inserts. This is my catch-all for my life. Basically, I include my meal plans in here, just everything that involves work, home, the kids, everything. I also have some inserts at the front here where I jot down meal ideas, especially the ones that my family likes, so that when I'm meal planning, I have a go-to list of ideas for things that I can cook. I also bought some tabs, and they are frosted. They came in a pack of 4, and at the top here I have a little sticker, and I have this week, today, and social media, and then I have the 4th one in another planner. This makes it very easy for me to be able to flip to whether I want to see the week at a glance, or whether I want to see what's going on for the day, or if I want to see another part of my planner. So this is the planner that I've been using for the last 6 months. I have enjoyed it. I would give it maybe an 8 out of 10. So I will continue to use it. I was very tempted to buy another planner. You know, towards the end of the year, a lot of the companies, they advertise their planners, and you swoon. If you're anything like me, I swoon. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need this, I need this. But I decided, okay, I got an 18-month planner. I'm going to stick with it and then get something else at the end of the year. I also have a weekly planner. It is undated, and the layout is vertical, which is much more up my alley, and it's just like a just in case kind of planner. I don't usually use it, but sometimes I have occasion when I have a lot going on and I need to see it like a day-by-day structure as opposed to the horizontal layout. Then I would use this to help me visualize better what my week is going to look like. So if I am interested in time blocking my week, I would definitely go with the vertical layout, which is something I'm definitely hoping to get. I have scouted vertical layouts on Amazon that I can insert into my planner. So as soon as the horizontal layout that I have is done, I will be definitely hopping on the vertical layout train once again. Something very important to my life is my faith, and I have noticed that I need structure to be able to have time with the Lord consistently, on a consistent basis. So I find when I leave it up to chance, or when I don't have something dedicated to help me do my Bible study and my prayer time, then it kind of loses that top priority scale. But when I have a dedicated planner or a dedicated journal for my faith, I find that I am much more likely to be into the word and into prayer. For example, I have been using a prayer journal from maybe 2018, and I have loved this journal. If you look back at any of my videos, my research, I speak very highly of this journal. But for some reason, I just wanted to try something different this year, and so even though I did have a journal, I decided not to use it, and I attempted using just freehand writing my prayers in my planner, because I wanted to consolidate everything. I wanted to have one planner that had everything. So my notes from Bible study, my prayers, my church notes, everything. I wanted to consolidate it, so I figured maybe I would write my prayers out on a notes page and just have them in my planner. That did not work at all. The consistency with which I did written prayers just tanked. And so I am definitely going back to Tried and True Faithful, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous prayer journal. And this one particularly is a 6-month undated. There is a yearly planner available that has the entire month of the year. The difference is that the 6-month comes with space for you to write out your prayers for the entire month, whereas the yearly probably has like a space to do it 10 times out of the month or something like that. I'm not sure of the exact number, but I find that making it a daily habit works much better for me than planning to not do it every day throughout the month. So I get a 6-month undated. It has a section to pray about the world and nation, community, church, my loves, my family, my friends, something heavy, big goals, personal goals. Then you have a blank section where you can have your own categories, and then you have a section where you can look back and see the prayers that God answers, look back on the things that God spoke to you about, and then it's followed by 20-something blank pages where you can do a gratitude list as well as to write out your prayers. So this is definitely on my lineup of planner journal type things for the year of 2024, because 2023 I did without it and it was a definite fail. definite feel. So I am definitely going back to this. And then with respect to what I spoke about in terms of having something for my faith, I usually read the Bible chronologically. Usually, like, I've done it so many times. So last year, actually this year, was when I actually completed reading the Bible chronologically for the first time. If you want to see a little bit more about that and some tips that I recommended, then I'll have it linked in the description box below. But one of the things that really helped me was having a separate space for going through every book of the Bible. I used the In Every Season Well Watered journal last year, and it comes with 4 separate journals, and each of them has a plan written in it. This year, for 2024, however, I decided to go with the Bible in a Year Club hosted by Felicia Masonheimer, and they go through the Bible. I don't think they have any particular journal associated with it, so I decided to have a separate planner particularly for my faith. So this planner has the same external as my regular planner. The rings, however, are plastic. I think I'm going to change that. I don't like the feel of the plastic rings. And I have in here several tabs that I actually made myself. So this one, you can tell it's a DIY because when you close the planner, you can see that it sticks out just a little bit as compared to this one, which is not. But anyways, I don't mind. I actually think it's pretty cute, and I like the personal touch of having done it myself. So I made some tabs. So this is like my faith planner, I would call it. So the first section here is for church notes. So when I gave my life to Christ, I really got into the habit of bringing a notebook to church and writing out notes just like how I would for any class. That habit was phenomenal. I think it helped me pay attention better, and it helped retain some of the information better. And one of the things that I also want to do is throughout the week to go back on the things that I learned at church. You know, that's one of the reasons for going to church, and I don't want to just go to church for going sake and then forget about it. So I want to get back into that habit, and I have made a commitment to myself to bring my notebook to church as often as possible so that I can take notes during church. I think this is a good practice for me, and I also think it's a good practice for my kids to visualize that so that they understand that church is important to me, that we're there to learn and to grow together, etc., etc. So I have a tab for church notes. And then I follow that with a tab for every book of the Bible. So after I finished reading the Bible chronologically, I chose like 2 or 3 books to like do an in-depth study on. I did the books of John, so 1st, 2nd, and 3rd John, and then I also did Revelation. And I wanted to keep them in one place because if I plan on reading the Bible chronologically multiple times throughout my lifetime, I would love to use the same set of notes every time I go through the book so that I can add to the notes that I already have. And I feel like that would be great to see, you know, like the level of growth, how much you can learn from a passage even if you've read it a million times, and to just have everything that I'm studying in one place so that I can reference back to it. And then I have another section for prayer here, and those are the prayers that I tried to do in my notebook when I was not using the journal. I didn't want to throw them away, so I decided to just have a little section for them, keep them, and then on the odd occasion that I do want to write out a prayer and it's not in my journal, then I can keep it here. Alright, so these are actually the planners that I plan on using. I just wanted to mention one more planner. It's called a Cultivate What Matters planner. It's a planner that I have used over the last couple of years, and I sadly decided not to use it in 2024, and the reason is primarily because they're on the pricey side. So they cost upwards of 60 US, and it doesn't include tax and shipping. And I find that this year they just did not serve me as well as they did in previous years. And I don't want to keep doing the same thing just for the sake of doing it. So if it's not going to serve me, I'm going to try something different out this year. And if I realize it's not working out, then I can always get one later or try something new. So in my catch-all planner, every month has a section where you can write out your monthly goals. You have 3 habit trackers here, as well as there's a place where you can write up your top priorities. So I figured I would use that spread to help me keep a track of the goals that I want to do. What I like about the Cultivate What Matters journal though is the prep work that you do at the beginning of the year, or well, rather at the end of this year, to help you realize the goals that you have for the upcoming year. So I might probably just use the planner that I had for this year, use the questions from last year and do it again, and then use my catch-all planner for my goals this year. So I will not be having a goals planner this year, which is a shame because the planners that they came out with were absolutely gorgeous this year, and I was very, very tempted to get one, but I withheld. So kudos to me. I am definitely a stationery gal. I love pens and markers and all of those artsy things, and so having a physical planner is definitely, it feels like a necessity at this point, but it really does help me have everything in place. I have tried going digital, and digital is just not for me. I cannot do a digital planner. I definitely need something physical, something I can see, something I can touch, and so I have eliminated digital planners from my use. But one of the things that a lot of people comment on when we get to talking about planners is how exactly do you use the planner on a day-to-day basis. And I would say that you need to be able to incorporate it into your daily routine. If you're not using the planner, then it's not going to serve you. So I know a lot of people, they buy the beautiful planners at the beginning of the year, they use it for January, maybe for February, and then after that, it's out of the window. They no longer use it. And if you're not somebody that needs a planner for daily functioning, then that's fine. But if you are somebody who finds that your life functions at a much slower pace, you're more productive when you have a planner, then I would definitely recommend looking into getting something that works well for you, and then finding a way to incorporate it into your daily routine. So do you look at it every night before bed so you can plan the following day? Do you look at it first thing in the morning so you know what your day is going to look like? Do you set a reminder on your phone for 2 or 3 times throughout the day so you could go back to your planner and look at the things that you want to do that day? Hopefully in the month of January, I will be going into some details about routines and how you can use your routines for your planners and to just have a bit more of an organized life. So stay tuned for that. If you're not subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.